What's the worst Christmas bonus you've ever received? I got a letter from corporate letting me know that they had made a donation in my name to a charity. Specifically, to themselves. I work for a non-profit. I worked at a company and the owner walked around during the Christmas party and gave people their paychecks in a fancy envelope. That way clients would be thinking that the employees were getting bonuses. The statement of "be happy you have a job." They had to find a new replacement after that. You could just say no bonus, but you had to be dick about it. Not a bad bonus itself, but management's reaction to how we used our bonuses was despicable. Years ago I worked as a paramedic in the ER. The first few years, we'd get a pretty good bonus, $200 to $500 depending on position. Then the hospital was sold. New owners cut bonuses and gave each employee a gift certificate for a free turkey from a local grocery chain. At the time, the value was about $15. Most of the staff, myself included, felt a bit dismayed, but we were polite about it. Since not many of us cooked turkey for Christmas dinner, we donated our gift certificates to a couple of homeless shelters in town. Management caught wind of it and sent an email to all employees stating that since we didn't appreciate the thoughtful gift provided by the hospital, there would be no Christmas bonuses going forward. We tried to pay it forward to someone less fortunate, and got slapped in the face for it. I worked in a supermarket, and one year part of Christmas celebrations was that the week before Christmas, the staff cafeteria would host Christmas dinner for the staff, and they would be waited on by the management team. It was a free meal, 3 courses, with wine. Cheap, but a decent gesture meant in good humor. It was a big supermarket, so there were a lot of staff. This meant that dinner had to have 3 sittings so that A, everyone who wanted to attend could, and B, enough staff were left to run the shop floor. I was working a 10-hour shift that day, closing my department, so I opted for the 3rd sitting. My friend Dan was on his day off, but planned to come in for lunch just to hang out with people and get free food, which we had been told was totally fine. By the end of the 2nd sitting, the management team decided that they had had enough, didn't host the 3rd sitting, and in fact just closed the cafeteria and ate Christmas dinner by themselves. Both me and Dan were effectively told at the door that we weren't invited, and no one else was allowed in except to get water or use the vending machine. Dan drove to work on his day off to basically be told to fuck off. I worked to 8 p.m. without eating since 8 a.m. that morning. I never got so much as acknowledgement that the event even happened, let alone an apology, let alone so much as a handful of chocolates from one of the half-dozen boxes that had been opened and left around the tables. My Christmas bonus was to look through the window and watch my boss and all his friends eat free Christmas dinner with wine on the company's dime, while I got to buy myself a day-old sandwich on the way out and get stink eye from the cashiers because they had to stay an extra 2 minutes while I paid. Merry fucking Christmas, Tesco. Last year our school gave teachers a plastic bag with a mini candy, a mini hand sanitizer and a single tea bag expressionless face. What's a Christmas bonus? Never gotten one. Back in the 90s working for the UK Civil Service. Everyone was offered 5 whole English pounds. You could accept it and it would be contributed to the Christmas party fund, or not accept it and don't go. We also had to bring our own booze to the Christmas party. A large custom Hershey chocolate bar of the company logo. A box full of candy and beef jerky. It also contained a book written by the CEO of the company about how to be better at your job. After busting our asses to achieve the goal for the year, the boss got a fat check. Mid-5 figures. We got a $5 Starbucks card. 1 cup of coffee. I'd say nothing. I worked for a smaller business that did profit sharing, had a banner year and gave out a minimum of $500 gift cards to even new employees. I was skipped. I was told it was an accident and that someone just miscounted. I had been there 3 years at that point and put in some stupid hours, ESP after going salary. I wasn't depending on the bonus, but it was a real kick in the teeth. It made me feel less than, and I started looking at leaving after that because they never made it right and I was one of 3 people excluded. When I put in notice to leave, my boss knew because he said, "This is about the Christmas bonus, isn't it? If it was that important to you, you should have spoken up." I did. I expressed my disappointment. He said, "I just thought you were venting. I didn't think you'd actually leave over this. I can't express to you how disappointed I am that you would leave us right now over some gift cards at Christmas." He never got the point. A ballpoint pen and cheap day planner with our corporate logo on it. Gift certificates at the restaurant I cooked in. Easy. Every year I receive no Christmas bonus. As an intern at the zoo, working with lizards and stuff, the manager got us all sweatshirts that had the zoo logo and a nickname spelled out on the front. It said, "The Herpes." She meant it as short for herpetologist. A Butterball turkey branded check for a $10 turkey at the grocery store. Not a gift certificate, a check with routing numbers and everything. I still don't know how it worked or why. I worked at a hotel and everyone was handed a legit check from Butterball for $10 with their paycheck. I took it to the grocery store and they got so confused they just gave me a frozen turkey. One of the bellmen said he cashed it for $10 and it worked. I'm still confused by the Butterball turkey check. My boss gave me a $10 Starbucks gift card. I don't like Starbucks, and it was completely empty. Here's mine. I was working for a company and was a few months in. In this company, there were full-time and contracted workers. They would have people on contract for 3 months before converting them to full-time. I was projected to move to full-time in the new year. Before the holiday, they gathered all of us together on a meeting, gave the updates, and told us they had a special announcement. The CEO then said that everybody on the call was getting a $1,200 bonus. Once we got off, they messaged us and said that non-full-time employees weren't included. They forgot to take us off of the meeting. So, my worst bonus was a bonus that I had and then didn't have. An email phishing test sent by my employer to test if people will fall for a fake email. The email appeared to be from a gift card URL with a Starbucks logo and my employer logo and said I was getting a Starbucks gift card for the Christmas holiday. When I clicked on it, it basically said gotcha. If that was a real phishing email, you would have been scammed. So they decided to kick everyone in the nuts for Christmas. My old work started by giving Christmas cards stuffed with cash. Within 10 years, the bonus was reduced to nothing. We ended up with a boring holiday party, 2 drink tickets, and a mashed potato bar. Many vital employees who helped build the place quit. The management continues to chip away. It went from a great place to work to shit. I worked for a company that gave us $5 per year of service, and a free turkey or ham from the local grocery store. The ham was canned, and the turkey was the size of a chicken. My 3rd year there, they discontinued the turkey/ham. After tax, I got a check for $11. I started a new job later that year. At Christmas time, my boss pulled me aside and told me that bonuses would be coming, and warned me not to be discouraged because my bonus would be prorated as I had started mid-year. On bonus day, he pulled me into an office, apologized for the size of the bonus, and handed me a check for $8,000. I laughed my ass off. He asked me why I was laughing. Fortunately, I still had my uncashed bonus from the previous year in my wallet. I handed him the check for $11 and told him what it was. "I guess you're okay with the prorated bonus, then," was his reply. I got fired. A fake gold foil Trump $100 bill. Coles employees in Australia lining up to post about their branded water bottle. No Christmas bonus. Large logistics warehouse handler job. All of us got a bag of Swiss Miss inside a company Christmas hat from our group manager. Told us to make ourselves a hot chocolate in the break room during lunch. Y'all get Christmas bonuses? $20 frying pan at my first job as a bag boy. #cooking. A $1 lint roller. I was the first employee there and helped get everything going before they opened, and then worked there another 4 years, and that's the thanks I get. The owner later down the road tried attempting a huge insurance scam and tried to put all the blame on me after I had been gone 3 years. A swipe. And as a second bonus along with the lint roller, I got a pay cut too. I got a lot of money. In the form of overtime pay because I got called in to do 12-hour shifts in scenic, desolate Washington, Iowa. I've been working as a registered nurse for 10 years and I have never gotten anything resembling a Christmas bonus. The only thing that's different is they don't charge us for lunch in the cafeteria on Christmas Day. A frozen Marie Callender pie. Every freaking year. The day before Christmas, when we were supposed to get our promised bonuses, the company canceled them, and the raises we were all promised, and then our hours got cut. Also, the company directors and owner could go on a company retreat. When the company closed its doors a month later due to having no employees, they sent out letters stating how disappointed they were with our work ethic for quitting. One of the directors got a job at the bank and was fired a week later for unprofessional work behavior. I know, I am the one who fired him. That's what you get for biting a female colleague's boob, John. I don't get bonuses. But this year we had to pay $80 pp to attend our Christmas party, LOL. Getting laid off the week before Christmas wasn't a highlight. A crab. Subscription to the jelly of the month. A past employer did away with holiday bonuses, holiday parties, anything like that. Then they announced they were getting us lunch for the holidays. They got us each a boxed lunch with a sandwich, fruit, and chips, which was nicer than anything they'd done since our small private company was bought by unethical vampire corporation Fidelity. Then the rep for our vending machine company Sodexo mentioned that no one had said thank you for the Christmas lunches gifted by Sodexo, not by Fidelity. The company got in trouble for writing off employees' charitable donations as well. So this was exactly the kind of unethical shareholder enriching plot they hatched at every opportunity. A pen with the company's name on it. The name was spelled wrong.